Oh, sorry, I was just forgot to turn on the microphone or mic, and I was just explaining like what I'm doing, but I thought no one is able to listen because I was on the mute. Wait, sorry. So I will explain like what we are doing here. So today I am drawing the subtractive kind of painting. So I have just toned whole paper, then I had uh, like removed all the darks from the lighter side. So I have removed charcoal from here, like kind of this thing. Then now once I get the shape I'm looking for, then I have started working like I will be doing some refinement on the existing thing. Now I guess I will not add that much, or like I will not use this compound charcoal today because yesterday it was just too much. I was not able to erase it. This will be in the little bit shadow, not too much, but I can blend it. Yes. So here also there will be that will be in the shadow. Okay, let me blend it again. Now I will remove once again this lights. Basically, I'm not drawing anything here with the pencil, so I would just removing the charcoal, and then a figure is coming out of that dark. Okay. Today also I am considering the shadows falling like somewhere like from the front part of the face. So this will be our lightest or plain or lightest part of the face. Or we can say not a face, today we are doing ASARO head. So for the ASARO head. So we will have this is, I guess this is called gabula, the space between the eyes. This there we will have the light. Here also we will have the light. The front end of the nose will have the light, and we will have the dark for the side planes, and we will have some light on the nostril. Okay, we'll have light here. Okay, as this is the front facing plane, we will have the light on the our zygomatic bone. We'll have the light here. We'll have the light here, like above the mouth, where our mustaches are. You can see light there. I'll just reduce this a little bit. Okay, you can see the light here. Then for the lower lip, we'll have the light So kind of this shape over there. Then for the chin, we will have the light here. Okay, for the ear, we will have the light on the ear. And for this ear, I guess I can remove some of the light or some of the charcoal to make it little bit light. Okay. Then we will go little bit in the details. So here we will have our upper eyelid, so kind of line here. So our upper eyelid will have the three planes. One is here, that will be in the shadow. Then second, it will have some of the shadow, but not that much strong. As light is falling from the front and up, so this will be our lightest plane for the eyelids. Okay, now for the for the eyeballs, light will be falling from here, so we can see some light be here. Then we will have this upper portion of the lower eyelids, which will be in the lights. Okay, we'll have the light here because of this zygomatic bone. What else? Guess this is not that much. Okay, here we will have some light. This is kind of our lips. So for the lips, we will have this kind of V shape here that will be correctly falling under what do you say here, nose center part, so it will be in the center. Okay, for this side we will have the light here. Up to here. Now for this lighting arrangement, this part is not fully in the shadow, but this light will be not strong compared to this side because it is moving away from us. So here it will light for because of the zygomatic bone. And here we will have the light. This is the front facing plane, and here also we will have the light because of this front facing plane only. Now about the eyes. So this eye will be what we say more simplified eye. So in this eye we will have the three planes. So our middle plane, as this is going to be facing the front will have the light. Okay, I can refine its shape afterwards with pencil, and somehow we will have the light here as well for this portion, and this will be totally in the dark. Okay, you can see here we will have the light, but this is also front facing plane, and as light is falling from the top, I can I can move it little bit up, and as light is falling from the above, so this part of this base will be in the light. And this. Okay. Now I will take my pencil and I will draw the details now, or I can refine the shape. Okay. This is the side plane of the nose that is falling under the shadow, like not a shadow, you can say like mid-tone. There will be some minor plane here that will be the shadow as it is going to be placed downwards. So we will have a shadow here, and then we will have this kind of nostril here. We will have the shadow here as nose is going to wrap around the face. Now for the nose, you can see there will be this plane, then of this, and up to this. You can see where we will have the shadow, darker shadow, as it is because of nose and eye structure, it will be in the darker shadow. Okay. Now you'll see this is our upper eyelid, and there is a separator between this eyelid and this eyelid. Okay, so that shape we will get. So upside it will have the 3 blades, and in the down it will have only, we can say only one plane it is showing here. Okay, like this, and this plane will be mostly in the shadow because of the lighting. These are our eyebrows, and below the eyebrow we will have this dark shadow. The nose, you can say this will be the darker part here. With this process, it's a little bit time consuming, but I'm just adding some more detail and detail. If you have any questions, you can ask me right now, because I'm not going to explain each and everything now. This is the different process, like I'm going to refine everything. I'm not doing anything new here, just deepening shapes and adding some details, like what I can see here and kind of that thing. You can see because of the nostril here we will have some light. Okay, as I grab this eraser, let me refine this as well. So here this gap will have this kind of a trapezoid, or you can say trapezoid, you can say shape, and we will have the nose is also played out in the center. So line up this. This. Something like this, right? Little bit clear out, not that much. I guess I have to show about this part. I'll just darken this plane a little bit. This is good now. Okay, I will show you here. Like for the eyes, we have this plane that will be totally in the shadow as it is opposing to the light, and we will have this upper plane that will be in the light, and then we will have this side plane that will be not that much in the light, but it will be in the light. I should darken this one. So here, because we will have the depth here, so it will be dark. Most of this portion, like near the nose, we will have the dark part. Here also we will have the same thing. Okay. Now for the lower eyelids, we will have their upper part in the light. So I will say like this. We will have the two planes for the lower eyelid, kind of making triangle here, and their upper part will be in the lights and their lower part will be in the shadow. And of this, okay, due to this zygomatic bone, we have the light here. Okay, this portion of the nose. We'll have like fade out somewhere here. I can say I will increase the height of this nostril. So we like here, and somewhere we will have some shadow here. On shadow you can see some happen there. Let's see dark here. Only advantage I will say about this technique is like it damages your paper early, so you cannot work that much to say. For that much time you cannot work on this type of painting because you have rubbed charcoal everywhere, so it damages the paper. It is little bit like you are not able to see, but when I'm drawing it, drawing detail here, I can see because of that rubbing of the paper. But this is very good technique. Like it will be change your perspective on the drawing. So if you are beginner, you think just drawing line here and there are going that is the only way to draw. But if you use this technique, so you will get to know like on by reviewing something or erasing something, you can also create the drawing. Okay. The ASARO HEAD is will be useful when you are drawing something like from the live or even from the photo. So even though you will be having a reference in front of you, and there you can see where the light is falling, where is the light is not falling, or where is the shadow, where is the light. But if you study this ASARO HEAD, so you can your eyes will move to that place exactly, and you can just like when there is a little bit difference, like you can say mm, here kind of thing, that I know there will be light but not equal to this. So this kind of genuinely even though in this area we will have some planes where there will be not that much strong light, so when I will do work with my white charcoal, then I will define that planes, so it will be more visible there. So because of that, when you study this, so you will be going to specifically understand like why the light is falling on this part, or if there is a little information on the reference, or like we can say some photos we take that is there is that low contrast photos. So in that you can, if you have studied the survey, you can easily see like here we should have the shadow, and it helps like and it not like a small help, it will be like a big help you will get by studying this. So I have, when I started, also there is a one video ASARO HEAD on my channel, like it is I guess 2 months, sorry, 2 years before. So at that time also I have drawn this ASARO HEAD. I have drawn quite many to understand, but might be there are quite a few on my channel. So I have added like drawn from every angle and like every position to understand this ASARO HEADs. I thought like I will be going to refresh my studies, so I'm doing this. So first is there your skull. Skull is also important. When you will study that, you can understand where the light will fall and where the shadow will be there. So for example, in the skull we have studied like where we will have the zygomatic bone. Because of this zygomatic bone there will be this light is there. So same thing here as well. In the skull we have learned that this is the like a rounded part kind of ball. So we can say now light is falling from front, so this will be lightest part, and we can place our highlight here. The nose is also, nose is not we studied on the skull, but we can say because of its structure was there. So you can take something from this, something from that skull, and you can improve your drawings. Now, very important thing you can see here, when we draw lips, for example. So in the lips, we cannot like there you will not see any what you say that much dark or that much light. But when you study the ASARO HEAD, you can see like normally the light for the night 90% of the cases light is falling from the top. So your upper lip will be in the shadow, and lower lip will be in always in the lights. So that is what benefit of the studying the ASARO HEAD. Even though there is some minor difference, still there will be difference, and you can judge that if you have studied the ASARO HEAD, or else you are going to color them or make their what you say their values similar. I'm studying of this heads model like a sort of head, simplified head or skull will be useful. Doesn't matter which medium you are using. So in my channel I have the videos of various medium I have used. So I have used charcoal, graphite, then watercolor, acrylic. The same principle applies to each and every material. So there will be no change in this what you say fundamentals of the drawing. So if you are doing oil painting as well, so you have to take color. Color is important but not that much important there as compared to your values. So you have to be, how to say, you have to maintain your values first, then you can decide what color should be there. If you mess with the values, it doesn't matter what color you paste there, the value is important. So do you remember, like, have you seen the Michael Jackson portrait I have done recently? So it was not the color, like it was basically the values. I have used a color like some, let's say, yellow. Then I have used yellow. There was some green and Persian or blue, basically you can say Persian, and both I have used actually. So Persian blue and what was the second? I guess ultramarine blue was there. I'm not sure about the second one. What was my name? And still I can able to make that portrait look like Michael Jackson. So why I am able to do that? Because of only this. My values are correct on the point. So color, basically, if you are doing this kind of colors, then ultimately you will not get the actual color on the face. So for example, like here I'm saying I'm going to put uh, yellow instead of your skin color, then obviously the color is not important there. Only to make this look like that person, the values will be helpful only. Okay, now we'll add some detail on the ear as well. So here we will have this. In the ear we don't have that much detail here in this uh, model, but you can say, like in the ear, if you are trying ear, you will remember the Y shape. So here you will have the Y shape, so that can be useful when you are trying realistic. Okay. Now for this portion we are going to add details in this side of the face, and for this I am going to keep it as it is, but let me redefine the planes first, because I guess in the yesterday's videos that plane are not that much clear, or what you say, that much distinctive to, you can see like this is the plane will be separation was not there. So I thought today I will work with my pencil and just try to make this much more visible. I'm not going to separate these planes because I had the pencil there. It will be too much obvious that you can see the lines. So I will keep it as it is. I will add the lines for the darker one. Basically, like here, like this will be like this. We can add here as well, and then these planes are turning back. So up to here you can see. I will add some shadow here as well. Then I will see for this portion I will add some of the shadow. Now this will be our darkest part for this side. Looks good. Let me darken it a little bit, like to define the form correctly. Now I was telling you like what happened when for this portion I will going to lighten this one, so it will be not that much light. So like we know there is a zygomatic bone here and it's going to turn here, like it is going to wrap around the hair. So here we will see some light. Okay, and we can see this zygomatic bone will be in the dark. Not will be in the dark, but it will cast a shadow. Okay, now if you see there is this plane on the top of the mouth that is going to taper towards the cheek, you can say. So it will be like tilted like this, and as this one is the plane that is directly facing to the light, but it will be like coming forward, so it will be also tapered, so you cannot see that much light the both planes. So it is like you can see, if you see these planes, so like it will be like this, like this, like this. I don't know if you are able to see this, or where is my, okay, I will draw it here like this, or not, sorry, no, if I will say I'm seeing it from the bottom, so what will happen, like this will be like exactly like this, like this, or this portion will be much more shorter, like this it will be look. And then if you see from the side, like I will draw a plane actually. So this kind of plane you can see, and there will be some other plane, and there will be this plane. So it is like upright down. So you can imagine, like if I will make the mirror of that, or I will just do that. So this will be our middle plane, and this will be the side plane, and same for the side. Able to see it, kind of that it will look. Okay. Now from this we can see below the dichromatic bone there will be have some light here. And I will just lighten this one. Just I will lighten this one little bit because that is too much dark compared to the light side of the piece. And then I can just make it more pronounced. So kind of this we will have the structure of this side of the piece. Actually it will be, if we see from the top it will be have like this. So probably from the front it will be like this. So that much only portion will be in the darks. So see it is. And we will have the light up to here. Okay. About the ear, we will have this part in the light. And then we will have this, basically this portion of this side of that in the lights. Okay. Should we draw this ear or not? Let us check. It will be in the dark. To write some of the dark here. Okay. What else? What else? Just let's see. These are looking too much bones. Also, when drawing, edges are also important. Like if you do draw hard edges, so it will look like, not look like a, it's realistic. It will look like a cartoonish, or you can say 2D. So always blend these edges. That's why I was previously using the soft charcoals. So my lines will be not that much visible, and I can blend them easily. But this is kind of blocky. It should be blocky to study it. That is our problem. But what if I will draw with the pencil, so it leaves the mark there on the paper, and it is not easily blendable. See here, I can see very clear lines are there. As this is a study, so I will not be that much worry about these lines. But like this is my nature. Like I don't like this hard edges anywhere. And now this is done. We can add some dark here. This here. Should I add detail in this piece? Okay. Even though it is round, you can say we can divide it into this kind of shapes like planes, and you can see the I will use this tool to blend the shadows or dark from here, this side. Okay, I think you people wanted to ask. Okay, like okay, what is the size of my painting? So I usually draw on 8 by size smaller sketchbooks, and I have drawn some big drawing as well. So 2 foot by I guess 3 foot, or you can say 24 inches by 34 inches. It is what it was a it was the commission work. So yes, for commission work I usually ask client like what size he wants. Most of the client are not sure like what size they want for their drawing, but if they will ask to me, so I will suggest if you are the only one face on the portrait and you want this not that much bigger one, so I will suggest 8 by 10 inches. So that is the standard size of the most of the portrait I have, or commission portrait I have drawn. So basically it will allow me to what do you say, add a facial detail very what do you say, I can draw a facial gradient correctly. Like if I go like what I usually do, that is A5 size, in that I cannot add that much detail, it is too much small to work. But for practice that is good, that I can complete my painting in like 2 sitting or 1 sitting, depends. Like I am close to the likeness, but like for the portrait is a commission, it is important that you get the likeness, and that is what I'm use 8 by 10 size. Like I have drawn some uh, bigger size as well. I said like 2 foot by 3 foot, like kind of that thing. But that was because the client wanted to draw not a face only, he wanted to draw his body as well. So it was like up to the best. He wanted to draw like, so he was wearing coat, so I wanted to be included at that in the painting. So I suggested like 8 by 10. For 8 by 10 it will be only, you will get kind of only facial face, you can, for the face only you can use the 8 by 10 size, so you have to go for the larger size. even though he wanted to keep this portrait on the table, so I will not suggest that much big size for the table. But when I suggested like for if you wanted to keep it on the table, so I will suggest a smaller size, but you want uh, your body to be included in the portal, so it will be difficult. So either you just hang it somewhere, or you can just reduce the side and I will draw only your face. So he suggested like I will hang it somewhere. I don't know whether he have hanged it or place on the tabletop. It's up to him. But then I draw in bigger size. And it was acrylic painting. So at that time I was only drawing the acrylics. So I had learned medium from one. So I was started in the graphite and charcoal. Like graphite is visually available. So from what to say childhood we are using graphite. So I have also started in the graphite when I get to know about the charcoal. So I tried charcoal. Then I drawn with the to say watercolor. After watercolor, I have started working on the acrylics. So if you see, like most of the my drawings are the portrait only. So I usually draw head or what you say only the face of the people. I like that. Like I don't want to draw that of the body, but I have like some of the paintings where I have drawn body, and I have also one painting of my family where three figures are there, and it is kind of 9 by 12 inches, and it was too much difficult for me to get a likeness, even though that painting is hanging in my home, and I might be going to repaint it using the oil paint because the likeness was not there. Even my face is not close at all. So maybe I will do that. I have planned for that. If you wanted to see, I can draw it on the live stream as well. And about our next series, so I thought like I can also draw some brush drawing on the live stream. What do you think? Like I have previously let's say some idea like I will draw head with the some muscle, but brush drawing is also good for the studies. So I have one series of the brush drawing. So I have completed some of the brush drawing, but they are too much initials brush drawing. So what is the brush drawing? Actually, there is the I guess in the 1980s, some painters have to copy these paintings to learn the art, and like in the if you will study that paintings, you will get to know uh, like how proportions can be drawn from the like very um, simple shape, then like it is kind of general to specific approach. Like I do in the live stream, like in everything we can do that approach. Like I have the drawn first generalized shape. Similarly, you will draw the similar shape, or you will just envelop whole thing. Like for example, if I draw some rectangle here, so I will do that, then I will measure from like it is basically mm, much more on the measuring, but I don't do it that way. So I don't measure, I will just draw it, and I am not like that much taste like whether it should be look like that same, but at least proportion should be nearby. but they are very good studies. So I have started that series, I guess, like 5 to 6 months or more than 5 to 6 months before. I guess not that much people are interested, or that drawing, or might be too much uh, basic drawings or there. Like I have just started and I have to go through whatever I create. I just posted them online, and might be if I will go progress on that course, some of the complex painting or sketches I will draw. So might be people will be interested to see them. But for now, I'm not. I will start that series again. Might be when I will be. I have no idea what to draw next, so I will go to the study. Like here, like for 5 to 6 months, I have drawn various portraits. Then I come back here, drawing the skull and all these things, refresh my knowledge, and then again I'm going back to draw couple more of the portraits. So this is the process. So see how it have represented the eye in a very simple form. Like eye is the very complex, not we can say complex, but very mm, important part of the portraits. You can see only by the three planes it had represented that eye. Basically, you can also do the same thing. You can just define these planes. Then after that, you go further, add much more details, and so on. See, there is some shadow because of these planes I have drawn, as it is opposing the light or tapered toward the side. So that's why it is looking like this. Okay, I guess we. Uh, I guess it is not looking like third one. Okay, that's it for today. I guess this is enough for today, and I guess we are much more good than yesterday. Like yesterday, I guess that was not much clear about the planes and all these things. I guess today you can also see the plane clearly. So for tomorrow's video, what we are going to do, we are going to draw the same ASARO head, but in the side view. Just keep them as it is. Because okay, thank you everyone, and bye bye, good night. So ending this live stream for today. Thank you.